Hi guys, today we're going to New York for my green card interview. Henry is here with me, my husband, if you don't know who he is. And yeah, so I asked you if you wanted a little vlog about it, so I don't think I can bring my camera in there or shoot anything in there, but I'm definitely gonna shoot my impression and how the interview went after. So yes, I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, I'm home, but actually the interview was 2 days ago, but only now I can film this little segment where I can tell you how it went. I'm gonna go into the details. I think they're important, but I don't want this video to be too long. So my interview was at 1:15 and they called me me and my husband at 1:30, so we waited like 15 minutes more, so it wasn't that bad. I had one problem. I couldn't find my birth certificate, like the original one. Actually, I had the copy, but I don't know where the original one went. But it wasn't a problem, so if you're in the same situation, I don't want to say it's not a problem, but it wasn't a problem for me. So let's go back to the interview. They called us at 1:30. An officer picked us in the waiting room and we went inside his office and we sat down. We were a little nervous, especially me, but he started right away asking for documents and asking us a few questions. I have to say, I don't want to be mean, but the officer wasn't very nice with us. He was, I would think, from South America, like his accent was very thick and it was very hard for me to understand what he was saying, and for my husband too, which obviously is a native, do you say native English speaker, but plus I was very nervous, so I was like, I didn't want to say what like that because I didn't understand, so I was like super concentrated. He asked me what is my husband's birthday, and I didn't realize it, but I got it wrong because my husband is February 5th and my daughter is February 2nd. In Italy, we put month and day like switched up, so we put the day first and the month second, and I said 2/2/1975, which that's the actual correct year, but I didn't even realize I got it wrong. When we went outside, Henry, my husband, he said, "Did you realize you said my birthday wrong?" And I was like, "What?" I guess I was so nervous. I obviously know when is his birthday, but I was so nervous that I got that wrong, but he didn't say anything, so hopefully it wasn't a big mistake. Or maybe he saw that that was my daughter's birthday. Anyway, I don't know. I hope it wasn't too bad. He asked us for all the documents and he asked us about our mortgage payments and everything like that. He was very surprised we didn't have a joint bank account, which we really never needed. And anyway, we have the mortgage together, so that's enough of a proof that we're a real couple. Plus we have a daughter together, so that's a big plus in my opinion. He asked us not many personal questions. It was more about the documents, so like my daughter's birth certificate, she was born, where was she born, and all stuff like that. And at the end, the interview lasted 25 minutes. It wasn't that long, and I thought he was gonna ask me a lot of personal information about my husband, like what he likes or stuff like that, but instead not really much. The most personal question was his birthday, and I got it wrong. When I got out, I really had like a bad feeling because he wasn't super nice, plus I had to say what a couple of times because I couldn't understand what he was asking, so I really hope it went well. But one more thing he did, I didn't have the copies of a couple of documents, so he took them and he made copies for us. And actually that was the longest wait because while he was making the copies, we were in the waiting room and it took him almost 30 minutes to make those copies, so it took more than the actual interview. And that's it. And after that, he just gave me a paper that in I think a month I don't hear back from them through mail. I can call that number and that's it. So I would say the interview was very quick. I had everything prepared in a folder with all the birth certificates and I don't know, all the other documents. One thing that actually was a little, I would say, problematic that I forgot to tell you before is that my husband, his license is old, so it's not expired, but he never changed the actual address on his license, and he did it through the MVC, how do you say, DMV, but they didn't give him a new card. So when he saw our license, it was like, you're not living in the same place. But we explained that he changed the address, but they didn't give him a new card. So hopefully he believed that, but anyway, he could just check it with the DMV easily, I hope. One more thing, I think it would have been better that I brought, and if we had, we didn't really have any bill together, because everything is either on his name or my name. I don't know, it never really bothered us too much, but if you do, you should bring that stuff that proves you're living in the same house. But anyway, we have a mortgage together, so it's not like we're going anywhere. And plus, I made a nice photo album with pretty much like 40 or 50 photos of all the time, like when we met, from when we met to our family together and our wedding, the birth of Elizabeth, and like all the vacation and Christmas and all stuff like that. And I was so proud of it because I made it like nice. I put all the picture. I was ready to do like a little, I don't want to say presentation, but like a little, this is 2017, we were in Greece here. I was ready to do all story about this all the photos that I printed. Instead it was like, can I take a few photos? 1, 2, 3. He didn't really even ask me anything about the photo. He just took a few for himself and that's it. He didn't look very closely at it. But one thing about the photos that I noticed, he took the one that was us with like other people, us as a couple, maybe the first photo with my daughter, so like photo that showed that we are together in other environments. Yeah, so that's it. I didn't have a great feeling about the interview itself because I already said that he wasn't super nice. I really hope I won't have any problem because I mean, we have Elizabeth together and we've been married for 2 years already. Actually, our anniversary was last Sunday, and so let's hope that I'll get the green card soon and this like odyssey will be over. So I'll update you as soon as I get something in the mail. Bye! Hi guys, a little update. Today is February 3rd. The story went crazy. The last video I shot was right after the interview, so in October, and I didn't hear anything until I can talk. I didn't hear anything until December when the officer that interviewed me said your medical form, whatever, is expired. I didn't thought it was gonna be a problem. I didn't know there was an expiration date, and when I did the medical visit, I was pregnant, so I didn't do some vaccines because I was pregnant, and he said you have to go back, get a updated one and get the shots that you're missing. So I do that, and it's not instant. It takes 2 weeks to get the results back and the letter from the doctor. So when I finally get the stuff back, I try to call the officer to say I'm gonna bring the stuff to the office, and I never get an answer. I call, I don't know, 10 times a day for a week. At one point I'm like, I'm gonna bring this document anyway, hopefully it's there. I go to the New York immigration office. I drop the medical form to the front desk and they say, oh, it's not in, but we'll give you the stamp that shows that you brought this document here, and we give it to him, no problem, just go. And this was the beginning of December, 2 months after. Fast forward to January, I come back home from my New Year's vacation and I get another call from the officer, which at this point I'm very annoyed, and he says, oh, you should have called me when you dropped the medical form because you had to sign something I don't have. You're missing a signature on your application. I'm like, I tried to call you a billion times, no one ever picked up. So I go back, this was 2 weeks ago, to sign this paper. It took 1 second. And finally today I got my not notice of action in the mail that says I got approved for the green card. Thank God. And being that we've been married 2.5 years now, I'm gonna get the permanent one, not the temporary one, which I'm very excited. It says the paper here that I should receive it in 3 weeks, so hopefully I'll get you an update very soon, and then I edit this video and then I can finally post it. It's been so long, so complicated, so I hope I have the green card in my hands very soon, hopefully. So I'm back, and finally it's been 2 years, more than 2 years. I got my green card. I'm gonna cover everything because I don't want anyone to steal it. Yes! Yes. So the last video the last part I shoot for this video was February 3rd, if I'm not wrong. And I got my card in the mail on February 6th. So just 3 days later, I know on the letter was saying that it could take 3 weeks, but I just had to wait 3 days, and I'm so excited. Finally this chapter is over. And one more thing is that I did get the permanent green card. I didn't get the temporary one because I've been married for more than 2 years. I got married on October of 2017, so it's that 2 years and 5 months? No, 2 years and 4 months. So yeah, that was so exciting to finally see it in the mail. It comes in a little USPS mail letter thing, like this big, and you can feel the card. So I already knew it was that, so I was very excited. Inside it comes with a letter that says that you have to bring it with you all the time, and a little pamphlet from the United States. It says, welcome to United States. I mean, I've been here for like years, so welcome, okay. And it says how to find like a place to live, how to do things, all stuff that I've already done. But it was very exciting. I'm so happy I have it in my wallet, so I'm so grateful. And now, next step, finally I can travel without any problem, because before, every time I would go through custom, they would stop me, I would have to explain, show documents, blah blah blah. So now it should be easier, and in 3 years from the day it says here resident since, which for me is January of 2020. So after 3 years from this day that's here on the card, I can finally apply for my citizenship. So I mean, I'm sure it's gonna go fast. And that was it. That was my journey from the interview to actually getting the green card, getting approved. I'm gonna admit it was a very long process, especially all the before the interview was very long. I told you I got married in 2017 and I got my card in 2020. I mean, it was the end October 2017 and I got the card in February 2020, so a year, so 2 years and a few months, but still it was long. But now I'm happy. So this is the end of this video. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. The button is down below. Leave me a comment. If you have any question, I'm gonna answer as good as I can. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!